Things are moving kind of fast this morning, so I appreciate your patience. Sorry to keep you waiting. Christopher Mears, M-E-A-R-S of the Ogden Police Department. I saw a bunch of you over on Ogden-Parma Town Line Road, so I know that you were out there. I know that we were out there in a continuance of our investigation from the incident that happened last night, the abduction from Cedar Circle in the town of Ogden. I can report at this point that we have located one male deceased, apparently by self-inflicted means, at that residence, 129 Ogden-Parma Town Line Road. I cannot identify that male at this point. We're still waiting for a positive identification of that male. At this point, we do, however, consider the incident no longer a threat to public safety. We've opened up the roads in the area. Again, this is all with the assistance of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. I want to thank them for their assistance. We definitely could not have brought this to a safe conclusion without their assistance, I believe. I guess I'll open it up to any questions if you have any at this point.
So you don't believe the public to be in any danger, and you found a body.
Correct.
While you can't confirm it, do you believe that this is the body of Mr. Cullen?
Again, I'm not going to confirm that right now. We are going to wait for positive identification of the male that has been found there deceased, but right at this point I cannot make that identification.
Can you confirm the location of where the body was found?
The body was found in the backyard of 129 Ogden-Parma Town Line Road.
Any weapons found with him, Chief?
We're still investigating that. I'm not going to release that right now.
Is the person the homeowner of the house?
No, he's not.
Did they rent it? I saw someone pulled up.
We're still investigating that. We're still trying to figure out what the connection is there.
The people who are home, are they safe and okay?
The people at that residence?
Yeah.
That was the only person that was found at that location.
Any other updates on Jessica, how she's doing? If she said anything more about what happened?
No, she's being treated right now at a local hospital. I don't have any information on her. We do have officers there speaking with her now. So hopefully I'll be able to give you a little more information here shortly.
What is the connection to the apartments that are there?
I'm really not sure. We're still looking into that right now. Again, a lot of pieces of this investigation is kind of unfolding as we go along here. We don't know the connection to the apartments as to why they had that conflict there.
Does the information coming include how she was able to escape?
Well, we'll have to investigate her and speak to her a little further, but yeah, hopefully later on today we'll have a better picture of how that happened.
Can you go over how things sort of unfolded? I mean, how did you guys hear about she was kidnapped? You said friends?
No, so at about 7:45 p.m. last night, we were notified of a disturbance in the area of Cedar Circle, which is the apartment complex there just off of Big Ridge Road in the town of Ogden. When the officers arrived, the parties that were in conflict had left, but we were notified that a female was heard yelling for help. So we started our investigation. We determined who the owner of the car was. We began to attempt to contact the owner of the car, and we were unable to do so. We tried throughout the evening to contact her, and it wasn't until 5:30 this morning where she was able to come to the C-Zone substation and let us know that she was okay.
And she drove?
She did. She drove that white vehicle that was on the bulletin.
Was that her vehicle, or?
I'm not sure about the owner of the vehicle, but I believe that is her car, yes.
I know you said that she had injuries when she arrived, but I guess anything else about her state, her emotional state, or anything like that?
Again, I haven't spoken to her myself. I do have officers talking to her right now. I know she was able to communicate a lot of information that allowed us to bring this to closure, so she was very cooperative, and the officers I talked to said she was holding it together pretty well to be able to relay that information, so that's a good sign.
There's several police cars and a house taped off at 144 Ogden-Parma Town Line Road. Is that connected to this specific investigation?
I'm sorry, I may have the actual house number incorrect. I was going by the mailbox that was out front there. I believe it is 129 though. I'm pretty sure it's 129. In fact, I'm positive. It's 129 Ogden-Parma Town Line Road.
Is that by I'm not familiar with the area. Is that by that Maple Trail sheriff's deputies were down?
No, where you saw the police cars there, I believe it's Maple Glen. That was just our staging area for temporary. That location was not associated with the.
As a police officer, can you quickly talk about, as a police chief, how this is possibly the best possible outcome to a situation like without the man dying, obviously?
Yeah, obviously we don't want to see anybody dead as a result of an incident like this. We're very happy that that the victim was able to come to us and get medical treatment. A lot of deputies, a lot of police officers worked very hard throughout the night from several jurisdictions to make sure to try to find her to bring her home safely. So it is a big relief to us to see that she is home. That she's
Have
safe.
you ever seen a situation like this?
This is my first time in 27 years of working in the Ogden Police Department. We actually had a kidnapping, so it's kind of new to us. But again, this just brings to light the dangers, the hazards of domestic-related violence, and we do believe this is domestic-related. So again, happy to have her found and safe and being treated.
Can you talk about the injuries? Were they serious? Was she needed?
Yeah, I'm not really sure of her specific injuries, but again, she was able to drive herself and communicate very well with the officers. I'm not sure the extent of her injuries at this point.
Chief, it's Domestic Violence Month. What's your message to anybody who suffers from domestic violence, to possibly get help if they need it?
Well, the Willow is great. There's a domestic violence consortium here in Monroe County that offers all kinds of services to victims of survivors of domestic violence. And this lady is very lucky to be a survivor. I believe that in my heart. She's very, very fortunate to be alive today. If you're in a situation where you're in a domestic violence situation, reach out, get help, call the police, reach out to Willow. They have a lot of services, including getting you out of that home, finding a safe place for you to stay. And I think that, folks maybe can take a look at this example and then take advantage of some of those services. I've seen a lot of people benefit from them, but the big thing is reach out to somebody for some help. Anybody else?
I guess last question, what's
Sure.
next for you guys with this investigation?
Well, the medical examiner is there now. We're hoping to have positive identification very soon. We'll relay that to you folks as soon as we can. As soon as we have that information, we'll get it to you. We're going to make sure that our domestic violence survivor is getting the care that she needs. We're going to wrap up our investigation hopefully in the next day or so, and we can have a little more information for you then. Okay?
And just to clarify two things, he was found outside?
Yes.
You said in the back?
Yes.
In the Maple Glen Terrace was just a staging area, there's no search back there?
Correct.
Thanks.
Sure. Anybody else? Thanks for your patience, everybody, today. I really appreciate.
Thank you for being
So
available.
another update that's not expected to come today, or should we meet back here at some point?
I wouldn't come back here. Maybe if you can watch our Facebook page, your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If we can, if we get a positive identification, maybe we can put it out to you that way. There you go.